Alright, you guys, so the footage that you're about to watch was actually recorded back in September, and I had an issue with the recording that I'll get into later, but basically I was going to scrap it because it's not a great video, I'll be honest with you, but there are some fun moments, so I decided to throw it together and let you guys see it, I just want to get this one sort of out of the way so that I can release the stuff that I've been doing since then. Alright, so enjoy. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you guys is a project that I sort of gave you a sneak preview of back in 2013 in a video that I made called, I think I called it, I'm pretty sure it was in the video that was called Off-Camera Projects Revealed. And the project I want to show you is Jungle Court. Now, I showed you this originally in a single player world because I was building it up in the air, not really sure where I was going to put it kind of thing, because originally I wanted it up high so you could see it from farther away, but I sort of switched gears and built it a bit lower so it just sort of tucked into the jungle. Now this is mostly something you've already seen if you've been with the channel for a long time, because it's pretty much the same as when I showed it to you guys before, except that now I built it in survival on the server. Except that it has some new blocks, obviously, because I showed it to you guys originally in 2013, and there's been new trees and new blocks and everything. So anyway, this is Jungle Court. This is sort of like a courtyard area. It's a little bit different now because, like I said, it's not built up in the air. So one of the ways you could be able to get up here would be to come from down here. Obviously it's still a work in progress, but this would be one way up. This is the way into Alamantis's deliberation chambers as the judge or whatever. And I actually got the wiring fixed up. You know, one of the reasons I took so long to get this built on the server is stuff like the wiring was just a daunting task, but actually I was able to create this in about a day and a half just by looking at the screenshots, and I was really surprised at how quickly the whole thing went. So anyway, this is the way down, obviously. It opens on both sides. I basically built it exactly as it was there, except I added a couple things like, I thought these looked pretty nice, these little mushroom blocks. And over here we've got the actual, like, sort of courtroom, right? So Alamantis would sit up here because, as I stated in that other video, Alamantis is going to be the judge of Jungle Court. Oops. Which is why, by the way, his symbol is right there on the ground, whereas my symbol is right here, you know. I added the bulletin board on both sides over here, and originally, in the original design for Jungle Court, I had deliberation chambers for, like, the jury, where on this side there was an opening, and I moved the opening to right here, obviously, but there was an opening, and I was thinking I would have, like, a room on this side and a room on that side where they would deliberate. But then I realized, like, if half the jury is right here and the other half is right here, shouldn't they meet in a room to deliberate instead of, like, being separated? So what I chose to do instead was put the openings over here and have it more like they're going to meet in the middle or something, and there'll be a little room, or I'm sort of planning it out like a balcony, like it's an outdoor room where they're going to have chairs and stuff to sit and talk or something. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing, and then maybe I don't know, I'm going to have to figure out what I'm doing, but maybe have a stairway leading up to this part so it goes underneath that room. Not quite sure just yet. Obviously you can see what is this? The ice farm over there. That's actually where we're going to be going next. Yeah, I just sort of been working on this a little bit, just sort of planning out little things. Here you can see real quick a view from above. This is how it's kind of looking at the moment. And I'm really liking the way it looks. I might actually leave this open to the sky right here, just because it looks so nice on the map with that little symbol there. We'll see. I often work with maps in hand because I think it's fun to build in a way that looks really cool when you look at it from above like this. So I don't know. It's just one of the ways that I often work. But there's still a lot of work that needs to be done here. But basically, all the projects that I've sort of jump-started my creativity and my eagerness to play have all been related to the road that I'm building from spawn to my base. So originally I was going to have the road from spawn meet up at Roy's base, and then you would, like, if you were coming from spawn trying to go to my base, you would have to go to Roy's base and then, you know, wrap around to my base. But actually, because of that little path we took, like, this is a portion of the path is visible here, right there, right? And then, like, that little path we entered that said, like, 2 jungle court was, like, right over here. So because of that path that we took, I thought, why don't we use this path? You know, why don't we make this path be the one that the spawn path is going to meet up with? Because kind of what I'm working on, as I stated in my last episode, was that I'm just sort of sketching out ideas for the path. Like, I'm building little areas as I go, and then I'm going to connect them, you know? So if I see an area where something looks like it has a lot of promise, like it looks like, you know what, I know exactly what I want to do here, but I'm kind of fuzzy in the other areas, I'll work on the areas I have ideas for, and then connect them at the end, right? So working backwards, this is actually the project that I've just recently been building on. This is the one I've been working on right now. Welcome back. This is the one that I've been working on most recently, but we're actually going in reverse order from the projects and when I built them. So next up, we're going to head through here. So basically, Jungle Court's entrance is going to be kind of like right here. So I'm going to have to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it, because I've been doing a lot of terraforming, but I also want to sort of make it like, I kind of like that portions of it are overhanging like just this massive bush here, you know? So I'm kind of thinking about what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have the opening, obviously, because this is where the entrance is, going to be over here. So the path is going to need to cut through there and come up to here, and then the road is going to need to go from here over to this area, because I've got another thing that I'm working on. Because right now, Kashi and Paul are having a little contest on the server where they are building a village not too far away from their base. I've been wanting to build a village in a snow biome for a while, but I just haven't really had, you know, the opportunity to sort of make that happen. Just been busy with other things. So I started working on a little village. I'm not necessarily competing with them, but just for fun. I started because I wanted to build a little ice house, because one of the first things I thought of with the new 1.9, the way that glass looks and stuff, is that you could use this as icicles, and it actually looks pretty nice, I think. So I got this little house built here, and one of the things about this place that's kind of tricky is I don't want to light it up. I want it to prevent mob spawning, but I don't want to light it up, because when you light it up, it melts the snow, right? So the solution that I found is that this is a normal, like, 1 level snow layer right here, and this right here is 2 layers, right? So as long as you're above 1 layer, you can prevent mobs from spawning. So I'm probably going to have to go through and do that. And any place where I do have a torch, like right here where it's melting stuff, just replace the grass with a block of snow to prevent it from melting. So there are different things I can do, different ideas I have. And I'm just going to see how things go. But it is very dangerous working over here. I've had many creeper blasts. And I chose to use the new path block here only because this block prevents mob spawning. Because it's not the correct height, and it's really been working out great for that, because I don't have to worry about lighting it up. Because normally it's like if you have to light up the path, you're going to be melting all the snow, and it provided a good look, and it looks kind of dead, so it sort of fits in with the icy environment. Anyway, I don't really have much more built in terms of the road from here to spawn, so we're just going to go ahead and jump back in at some of the areas you've already sort of seen. Actually, you know what, there is actually something kind of close, so we're going to jump in at Koala's base, and then we'll walk back from there. Okay, so I just had to sleep for a minute here to get the storm to stop, and also, obviously, I said it today, got attacked by a ton of witches on my way here. I almost didn't make it. Anyways, so I want to show you guys the path and how it's changed. Now, I am not remarkably good at finishing projects. Like I'm my whole life, you know, I've always been really good at finishing other people's projects or starting my own projects and getting them really far, but then just like you get to that stage where it's just like I don't know. I don't know how to move forward, you know? You just get stumped and it just feels like you can't finish, you know? But I want to go ahead and show you what I've sort of been working on. I kind of brought that up in sort of a weird spot. But what I mean by that is that I'm working on, as I said before, little tiny... There is a lot more... Who put all... Did I put all this down here? There's so much more red sand than I remember. Like, they're like 3 blocks apart. If yeah, just... I don't remember doing that. But what I'm trying to say is that... like you're going to see in just a second, there's little parts like... Obviously, I've worked on this part. I know what I want to do here. I want to have a little bridge, right? And I'm forcing myself to sketch it out as opposed to really furnishing out this bridge before I get too far, you know? But I want a bridge there, but I don't necessarily know so much what I want to do here, you know? And I'm the kind of person where, like, I'm going to work and really get a lot of areas really well fleshed out and done. And then it's going to take me forever to finally finish until one day I'm just going to get on and do it. You know, kind of, it's weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's just how I operate. So this part over here, recording. So this part over here is going to, this is an area where I know what I'm doing, you know, and I'm sort of working on this concept that is not necessarily the best way to show it to you, but I sort of started to think about things. I'm just going to sort of walk here because there's not really a whole lot to see, but I sort of started thinking about this process of getting from spawn to my base based around the idea of if you were to build a road like this, it would be for trading goods, you know, transporting trade goods back and forth kind of thing. Like if this was real world, that's how this would operate, right? So I'm trying to widen up the roads a little bit more, making things a little bit more accessible by cart. That area feels a little bit tight now that I think about it, so I'm gonna have to work on that. But this actually originally wasn't for the cart, but I think I sort of wasn't really thinking, and the part that sort of went down just beyond that mountain that went down to that other area, that part should have been, like, that was wide enough. I intentionally made that wide enough that I thought a cart could sort of get through there. But the original thing I planned is that, like, the road goes through the mountain, right? It goes into that cave. That's kind of where the road sort of starts, so to speak, after Kashi's RV park. So I thought, like, right here I have it split. So one road is going to go up there, and the other road is going to go around here. Now, you guys have already, I think, seen that road. So I'm going to go ahead and go down this one. Now, this is the cart road, like the trade route, you know. So I'm just sort of splitting it off. So, like, there's a scenic route you could take if you're on horseback or just on foot. But this would be like if you were in real life, if you were pulling a cart, you'd go this way. So I built this bridge. And there's actually a warehouse over here, which was sort of an afterthought. And then, of course, there's this this crane right here I started working on because I'm thinking trade route, you know. Now, I also want to show you, gosh, there's so much I've done here. So I worked on this a little bit, sort of beautified that, because I'm trying to work on my terraforming abilities. And something major that I've been doing is I've actually been converting this swamp into an ocean by digging down, because see how it's got this little shallow underwater sandbar kind of thing over here. I've just been digging those down to this level basically, and eventually I just stopped and just I stopped caring what the top block was because you can't really see it from that distance, and I've just been going through and leaving it as stone or whatever, and then just sort of going back through, because originally what I was doing is I was taking the block that was at the top and lowering it down to Y level 56 here, right? So it would have the pattern that looked sort of like it belonged. But now, as you can see, as I just said, now we've got stone instead. I'm just sort of not caring as much. But the reason I'm doing this is so that I can put a dock out here with ships, because I want this to be like the crane is lifting up this bit of stuff and it's putting it on the ship kind of thing. And then the warehouse, originally I wasn't going to, well, I don't know, I wanted to do a warehouse, but before I built the warehouse, what I had was over here. This is where the cart route connects again to the to this portion. And I'm still thinking it through. There's a lot of stuff I got to think through. But originally there was just a circular area here. And by the way, I don't want to actually use hardened stained clay here. I wanted to use regular stained clay. Regular clay, not regular stained clay, just regular old clay. But as I was placing it down in the snapshots, you summon the Ender Dragon. And when I would try to place too many close to each other, they would just vanish. And it's like if I had been in the end, it would have summoned the Ender Dragon. But since I wasn't, they just disappeared and I lost them. So I put this here temporarily until I have a chance to replace it with what I want to put there. But I'm sort of working still on the Mandrake Shipping Company. Just like this is the warehouse for the Mandrake Shipping Company. And I figured that since we're shipping this stuff, sometimes occasionally, instead of using a boat, we're using like a cart. You're gonna need to have some of this spare what do you call this? Hay? Is that what we call this? The hay block? Why does that sound weird? Yeah, hay bale. That's what it is. Hay bale. So I'm keeping some hay bales around here, like you could feed your horse, keep them well fed. And then this is what the inside of it looks like. I just got a bunch of stuff strewn about, kind of. I got a bulletin board here. And because I've been digging out all this stuff down here and turning this basically into kind of like an ocean, I've got a ton of resources, right? So got a bunch of dirt over here. This used to be the boats here. They used to be stacked up real nicely, but I think something spawned up here and then walked down here and knocked them over because they don't look as good, and it took forever to get them to look good, so I'm probably not going to keep doing that. But one of the reasons I wanted to end up here is I wanted to grab some stone, as much as I could carry. In fact, I'm going to toss this other stuff. Because one of the things that I want to do today is I want to finish a promise that I made to Example, that I would help him fill up the island area where he put the lighthouse. So luckily, he's just logged on, and we can kind of talk to him a bit, maybe, and go do that. Actually, before we leave this area, I wanted to show you how this stuff looks from above on the maps. Now, I don't really plan on showing these maps off someplace. I just sort of wanted to see how they looked as I was building, because as I said before, that's just something I like to do. But also, I realized I didn't do a great job explaining something. So I was saying before, I didn't like the idea that you would have to take a cart through here. This just seems like, no way. You're not getting a cart through here. That would be terrible, right? So the purpose of the crane that I didn't really explain before is that not only is it transport to take things from the warehouse, so to speak, to a boat, it's also... I probably should not have gone that far. It's also... Yeah, wow, I went far. Okay. Ah, oh, dang it. I am terrible with ender pearls, especially since they render so much farther now. I don't know why I'm so bad at this. Okay, here we go. So the idea is that the crane is here especially to get items from up here down there, or to even, pick up the carts and move them from down there up to up here. That's what the idea is that right now at the moment, this route is not viable for a cart, so you'd have to go up through the with the crane, and I don't know. That's just how we're working at the moment. That's what we're doing. Sort of the idea. Now the glowstone here was me sort of seeing how far it could reach, because right now the reason it looks like this is because this actually looks the best from when you're coming from over here. I thought it looked really, really nice, but it actually doesn't reach very well. So technically, this you'd want it to be, I guess, not angled down as far, and then it would be able to barely reach over there. So it does work. It's just it's a little bit off, just a tiny bit off. But I wanted to put the glowstone so that I would know where I would probably want to be loading the ships, you know, which means I'm probably going to have to take this part out. I'm going to have to dig out all that and do what I did over there and just sort of probably round that out there and, you know, make it more like an ocean, like I was saying. Anyway, so I'm going to go see if Example wants to hop on Skype and we can sort of chat with him while we are over at his base putting the stone down. Alright, so this is basically the end result of what we did. I had intended to record the process with Example, but once I had logged off, once we were finished, I logged off to save my recording. Turns out I never started my recording, so needless to say, I don't have it. But you guys really didn't miss much. Now, after this event, after this happened, Example's working on a haunted house, and I had brought him 4 untamed wolves, because we were trying to put werewolves in it, because we're doing like a Halloween sort of prep thing. And so I brought him some 4 untamed wolves that we had named. Now what you're about to see is us going into the jungle to try to find a cat so we could have a black cat for the whole thing. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the skeletons keeping their bows down thing. I think that makes them look weird. Lately, their faces have started to look funny to me.
Huh? They're starting to have like attitudes.
I don't know. They just look derpy now. Wolves, dude, wolves. There's a wolf over here fighting. 2 wolves just killed a skeleton.
Oh wow, there's a whole bunch of them in the water.
Yeah. Do you think these are the ones I brought over? When the portal
1, 2,
erases
3, 4. I don't. Well, how did they get over here?
There's 2 right next to me. Oh, one's over there now.
There's 3 in the water, 1 over there, so it's 4.
Then these have to be. They're coming from that biome over there.
Okay, this is quite maddening because I swear I have been here before.
There's a fourth one. 3 in the water,
yeah.
1 over there, 2 over here.
And I have never seen wolves except for 1. This is the whole time I've been on the server.
They've got to be coming from these snowy, hilly areas like over there.
There's one up the tree.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
Weird.
With his dogs, there's got to be cats.
Let's hope. Remember what's happening at my base where the chunks are getting deleted because of the snapshots?
Yeah.
If that happened around your base in some place, but it put back something that was like even this stuff right here, it repopulates not only this chunk, but also the chunks that border it, right? So it could have repopulated a chunk that caused the wolves to generate there.
Well, I don't know, because I don't remember. Oh, what's that?
Did you just ender pearl?
No.
Did you get hit by
I don't know, I took damage and I don't know why.
Skeleton maybe?
Have I got arrows in me?
No. But do you get arrows from... Yeah, you do get arrows from non. That was weird. It looked like you ender pearled.
No, it didn't.
I recorded that. You were there and then you weren't. And then I looked over and you were on the ground. But there weren't any portal particles around you.
No, that's weird. Okay, well, cats. All
right, so let's find a spot that you would like to clear out a little bit.
I'd probably something more internal because I can see the jungle from quite a few places. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to wreck it.
There's more jungles around you if you want to look in another jungle.
Oh, actually, yeah, we should go to the other one because the other one's too far away to see, so we should go there.
Okay.
Because I kind of wanted to keep this one.
Yeah, and I totally understand what you're saying. You know, you can totally see. Look at this. Okay, look right here. Now look right here. This is where the chunks unload.
What are you saying?
Look at how overgrown these vines are.
Okay, I think...
First instance... Oh, man, that was so nuts. Okay, I jumped up here, and I saw your footstep particles in such a perfect way that it looked like a squirrel was running across the... it looked like a squirrel was running right across on this snow.
Nice.
Actually, that is kind of weird if you think about it. I thought that they generated and spawned the animals in and then generated the trees, but... A lot of times you see sheep in like trees like over there, like in regular type trees. Like in the top of the tree, so
Yeah, top of the trees. Yeah, but they drop on top.
Yeah, I guess that must be what they're doing. Oh, there goes the pig is gonna die.
No, he's smart.
Smart
Pigs
pig.
are smart, apparently.
This is the pig that built his house out of brick.
Wow. It's pretty mad. That's it. Spelunking. Oh, dude, have you ever been caving?
Caving in real life?
Yeah.
Kind of, like not. You know, I guess I'm pretty claustrophobic. So when I see those videos of people who what do you call it? When they go into those really tight spots and they just sort of disappear, I can't do that. Like,
yeah, well, I actually did that, right?
Yeah,
and it was flipping scary because you have to contort yourself so much to get in these places, and I don't really like being in small places.
Right, and because in order to do that, you have to collapse your lungs. You know, like to make them as small as possible so your chest cavity can fit. Oh. No way, I don't want to do it. You know, just thinking
it was
about
horrible. And I'll tell you what was really funny though. There's this one guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got my torch." So he brings his torch along. But do you know what kind of torch it was?
Like a
it was one of those. Torch? It was one. It was one of those dynamo ones where you have to squeeze your hand, like you know, to get it to shine a light.
Yeah, like
and I said to him,
like the kind where you have to charge it like constantly.
Yeah, constantly. And I was like, dude, do you know how tired you're going to be at the end of all this? And we had to have turns at swapping the torch to different people because he just blew out within the first 40 minutes.
Yeah.
We're like way down there, man.
I thought for sure you were going to tell me that he brought, like, you know, those toy versions of the Minecraft toy. Oh, cat. Stop. Freeze.
Oh.
Okay.
Freeze.
He's looking right at me. Do you see him?
Yeah. Just vaguely. So I was watching you?
He doesn't want to come near me for some reason. Come on.
Yeah, puss.
Put the fish in your main hand. Hit F to swap them.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the dogs noticed that it was in my offhand. The chicken.
Huh.
Yeah, he's coming.
It's coming to you. Yeah, looking at you.
All right, hang on. Got him.
Okay. We're going to try and drag it back. Oh, this is going to be so funny.
Oh, it's nighttime. He's going to get off the lead. The way how fast he's going. I got him so that you could do it if you wanted.
Okay, I don't know if stop moving around, cat.
Just hang tight for a second. Swap it. Is it in your main hand? It should be okay either way because you have a pick instead of.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to end up picking the cat or not.
No, because you're going to right click.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's getting dark.
Yeah, cat. It'll be a ginge too.
Yeah. At least you can. Breed them.
Oh,
yeah, I totally forgot about the fact that he could be a completely different color. I think the black ones. No, the black ones are not common, are they? Is it using the fish at all?
Nah, it's not. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's loving it. It's loving the circles. Yeah, I tried to click it before and I couldn't click it.
Maybe the vines are in the way.
Transform. Oh, what? I don't think it came up to me though, because like I think you can give them fish, but they don't transform.
Oh. I see him. I see a tail zip by.
Yeah. It's behind you. Come on. Oh, now I'm going up a tree. What the? Yes. No. Ah. Just thinking about it.
Is it using up the fish?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Come on. I'm behind the vine. Oh, I'll just pop my head through. Ready? Peekaboo. Look up, cat.
I don't see any particles or anything like coming off of him.
Oh no, the love hearts are gone now.
I haven't seen any. Like, oh, there you go.
Yep.
That's the first time I've seen him.
How many times do I have to feed this cat?
Just keep going. Used up the whole thing. I've got half of the stack in my inventory if you need it.
So what, you're just supposed to spam the cat?
Yeah, just hold it down.
Yeah.
Just like the dogs with the bones.
Spamming the cat, spamming the cat. Because I thought that you got like one chance. When they sneak up to you and look at you, cock their heads, you get it first try.
Mm-hmm. Just keep going.
If
you use up the whole thing, I've got 35 in my inventory I can give you.
Come back. Oh gosh. Oh, come back. Here's some fish. Come on. Oh yeah, bigger hearts, bigger hearts. Oh, come back. Feed the cat.
Here's what we could do. Do you have a fence?
Yeah.
Let's put the lead up onto the fence so that I can get away, and then you can come back to him.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Yes,
cat. Oh, it's a ginge. Hey, ginge.
Should we kill it? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, let's get another one. Oh. Okay, so we've got one cat, so we need another one, right?
Yeah. Oh, I thought I saw one for a second, but it was the color of the sky through a cat-shaped hole in the trees. There's a cat at the food village that's like one of the cats, like the untamed. I named it Action Cat.
Action Cat.
So, if need be, you could always tame that one.
No, you can do it without. I'm pretty sure you can do it without taming them, right? Oh no, it's a. You still got an ocelot. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm stuck.
Bust some leaves, man.
I'm looking for. I'm stuck in a situation I can't get out of because there's ferns involved. I guess I could break this. And then put it back. Oh, damn. It's annoying when you got to throw something just to pick something up to put it back, and it goes in a spot where you can't get it afterward.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm back out. Oh, God. I fell back in. The exact same spot.
I got it. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't even finish my own sentence about getting out. Let's try that again. Ah, dang, it's just Ginge.
Yeah.
I saw a cat and I was like, yep. Wait a second.
I've lost you somewhere.
Keep coming. You're right behind me. I'm around the coast. You know where the little bay was?
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm stuck. Here we go. Aha.
Denied.
Denied.
Oh, I found one. Found a cat. Stay still.
Oh.
Okay. Problem is I'm on top of the tree and he's down there.
Oh, there. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, kitty. Hey, buddy.
He's looking to lasso the cat. Meanwhile, the other cat's going to scare it off.
It'd be a funny mechanic to add to the game if there was a group of players and they were all trying to get the cat to come to them, and the cat would instinctively go to the player who's not holding the fish.
Yeah. Oh, you caught it. Come on, cat. Can you see the fish? No. Yep. Come on. Yep. Yep. This is it. This is it. Come on. No. Can't see your face. Come on. Oh, this grass is in the way.
Yep.
I can't break the grass because I hit the cat.
You want me to dump some water near it?
No. Cat's in the water.
Oh, I see Ginge. He's behind you.
All right. Come on.
Now he's to your left. He's in your 10 o'clock or so. He's behind the bushes. Don't worry about him.
Okay.
Here you go.
Oh, you there?
Well, hello, cat.
Ginge. Right, come walk to me. Walk to me.
Come on, Ginge.
Sit.
There you go. Do you want me to scare that other cat closer to you?
No,
okay,
no. It'll.
Oh. Wow.
Not black though.
Ah!
All right, so it's gonna be.
That was like 15 minutes. It felt like.
Yeah, I know. It's yeah. So I guess that's the trick. You have to go away and come back.
Yeah.
It was just too. Right.
Do you want to try to breed them?
What here?
Well, if you breed them, I'm not sure that the child is dependent on the color of the.
Oh.
Meow.
Now we've got Ginge. Siamese and Ginge. Okay, let's get back, and hopefully the cats will follow, and then we can take them up into the house, and we can do it there, I guess. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure whether or not they require. Okay, with horses, I read at one time on the wiki that there is like a 0.002% chance that if you breed two horses, you may get a horse that is of a different design.
Yeah.
From the parents. But
really?
Yeah.
So you think it might be the same with the cats?
I'm not sure if it's the same with the cats. I could go look it up. Is it this direction? Wait.
Yeah. I think it is.
That's the lava pit right here. So get your cats away from it. Do you want me to pour water on it?
No, I'll take them over this way with ice.
Okay. How miserable would that be if we did all that work and then...
yeah. They jump in the flames. I think there's some big holes over here too.
Yeah. Well, they don't take fall damage, but there might be lava and stuff down there. Oh, God!
You fall in a hole?
No. Just a little mini heart attack is all. I looked down. It's so dark down there at one point, I thought it was bottomless. Like.
Yeah, they're pretty deep.
So I think that the haunted house is coming along pretty good, but once you're finished with it, the stuff around it's going to start to feel out of place.
I know. Well, this
it actually, you know what? I will say that. Like, I was thinking that the whole way we were coming back. It actually sits in here pretty nicely. I think you're okay, actually.
Well, I mean, the barn it's almost like a modern barn, which I think is a problem. But then all the little houses I'm going to make for the villages over here and the boatyard. I think it's going to sort of work.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't worry about it right now. So should we try to breed these guys?
Yeah. Cats.
What?
Oh, hang on, wait. Why do you sit?
Oh.
Why are you sitting? Oh. Didn't see that.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what ended up happening. Durandal is one of the players from Dadcraft. We opened up Third Echelon to every member of Dadcraft to come on and play as their sister server after I uploaded the Easter video. And basically, Durandal was trying to get a beacon, and he had requested from Example to buy Wither Skeleton Skulls off of Example. But Example didn't want to sell him Wither Skeleton Skulls because he was going to give them to Durandal as a gift once we were done with the recording. Well, while I was sitting there watching Example with F1 on, so I couldn't see the chat because I was recording that time-lapse you guys watched, it turns out that Durandal was actually, messaging us and we didn't see it. Or I don't know how Example didn't see it, but I couldn't see it because I had F1 mode on. So Durandal was requesting, like, hey, how do I get to the Wither Skeleton Farm? Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? And we were not even responding back. We were, radio silence from us because we didn't see the chat at all. So as you saw, he said, okay, thanks. Sorry I'm bothering you guys. And he just left and sort of quit on us. And Example and I were like, what just happened? So we originally, Example didn't want to give him he didn't want to sell him Wither Skeleton Skulls because he was actually, as I said, planning on giving them to him. So that's what you're about to see, little bits right here. Example right now, what we're watching, is actually Example going to Durandal's base. And I was actually eating cereal at the time. So I'm actually possessing Example in spectator mode to sort of hitch a ride so I don't have to make that trip. And he can go there while I'm eating and getting that out of the way. So anyway, I'm just going to now cut to the end of the prank because most of it's just, it's mostly Example's prank anyway, his gift prank, right? So here's the wrap up.
He's going to be fighting with us for days. Okay, where else? I put one by his bed. And one down here by the spider spawner entrance. There we go.
Just in case he logged out there.
I don't know. Oh, that's funny. Oh, well, I hope he likes it.
Yeah. Here, you want an ender pearl?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. I hit the sheep.